In the heart of the small town of Ravenswood, under the canopy of gnarled oaks, whispers of a haunting figure known as Eyeless Jack floated through the air like the chill of autumn. Legend had it that he wandered the woods at night, a tall, shadowy silhouette, his hollow sockets staring out into the darkness, bewilderingly void of eyes. It was said he preyed upon the unwary, luring them into the depths of the forest, never to return. Lily Parker, a curious 16-year-old with a penchant for urban legends, found herself captivated by the stories of Eyeless Jack. Her friends would reminisce about their childhood tales during sleepovers, wrapped in the warmth of blankets, giggling nervously at the thought of the eyeless monster lurking by the tree line. But Lily was different. She wasn't afraid. Instead, she felt drawn to uncover the truth behind the myths. One crisp October evening, with the harvest moon illuminating the distinguished silhouettes of the trees, Lily decided to embark on her own adventure. Armed with only a flashlight and her resolute spirit, she slipped out of her home, careful not to wake her sleeping parents. The pines loomed high above, creating an almost suffocating blanket of darkness around her as she made her way toward the old woods. As she stepped beneath the forest's canopy, the air turned frigid. Her heart raced with excitement. The tale spoke of Eyeless Jack only coming out in the depths of night, after midnight, when the full moon shone down like a spotlight. She grinned to herself, imagining the exhilaration of being the one to discover him. "Come on, Jack, show yourself," she called, her voice echoing through the stillness. The trees swayed ominously, as if they were whispering secrets she couldn't quite hear. She felt a chill run down her spine, but her curiosity was insatiable. As the night deepened, the shadows around her shifted and danced, and just when she thought about turning back, she spotted it, a movement darting between the trunks. With a quickening pulse, she crept deeper into the woods, thinking perhaps this was Eyeless Jack, as stories claimed he was very fast. Then, she saw him, a figure emerging silently, his tall, gaunt frame cloaked in darkness. No distinguishing features could be made out in the dim light, but the absence of eyes sent a wave of horror rolling over her. He stood unnaturally still, his head tilted slightly, as if he were listening. "Are you Jack?" she asked, her voice shaking slightly. Against her better judgment, she took a step closer. To her disbelief, the figure didn't move but seemed to become more palpable, an unsettling chill emanating from him that made the trees tremble in response. Then, she remembered the stories of how Eyeless Jack consumed the insides of his victims. A sickening thought invaded her mind, the meaning of the stories resonating more deeply than ever before. Her heart thudded loudly in her chest, instinct warning her to turn back. "Maybe you're just a story," she whispered, although her voice was thin with fear. To her horror, the figure turned sharply, the darkness of his face reflecting the jagged remnants of what was once alive. She stumbled backward, her legs refusing to carry her fast enough. The absence of those eyes, the thought sent her racing through the dense woods, branches clawing at her clothes like hands desperate to hold her back. She could hear faint, distorted laughter fluttering through the air, taunting her as she dashed between the trees, adrenaline coursing through her veins. Then she felt it. The warm breath of Eyeless Jack on the back of her neck, followed by an unsettling silence as he vanished behind her. She whipped around, frantic to catch a glimpse, but he was gone. Desperate, she made her way back to the path that led home, or what she hoped was home. Her breath came in ragged gasps. She was lost. It wasn't just the panic of losing her way, it was the ominous feeling of being hunted. Suddenly, she heard it again, a soft pattering sound behind her, almost as if he were gliding, dancing through the leaves. And in that moment of clarity, her body surged with survival instincts. She bolted from the woods, panic-driven strides reaching for the safety of the streetlights ahead. When she finally stumbled back into the welcoming glow of her neighborhood, the streetlights flickered and danced before her, guiding her home. She glanced back toward the dark woods, her heart still racing. Was it just a tale, a figment of her imagination? Or had she truly encountered Eyeless Jack? The next day, shaken but determined, Lily recounted her story to her friends at school. They listened, wide-eyed and breathless, throwing excited glances toward the woods, as if they too could see him lurking. But Lily knew. A lesson burned into her mind. Legends are often rooted in truth, and the forest would always hold its secrets close, where Eyeless Jack awaited the next curious soul brave enough or foolish enough, to enter. As the sun set that night, and the crescent moon hung above the horizon, she could no longer feel the thrill of exploration. Instead, dusk brought only the weight of uncertainty, a reminder that some stories are best left untold. And somewhere beyond those trees, the sound of soft laughter echoed, a warning to those who dared to listen.